the game of the century. That label does not get applied lightly, reserved for matchups like this. Number 1 versus number 2. And no matter where you live, what region of the country you hail from, which conference you root for, these games are the most compelling of them all. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll give it to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very huge.
Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Off play action on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Trying play action. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his big tight end. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jet. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Starts to scramble to the left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
It's complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moore will throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Drills him with the stiff arm. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move. Find some fresh air. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Moore to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hughes. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Hughes. Knocked off his feet.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards.
Going for it all. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, we're kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action.
Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon. And they take it in for 6 more points. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Looking for a deep man. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got some room to run. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On target over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this